Welcome to this video tutorial where we're going to look at how to use the VFS in the Vault platform software. We have some clips here that are linked into the library, and if we look in the project setup under VFS, we can see that currently the preset configuration camera negative is selected. The VFS is available on the desktop or also here in Finder, and if we look inside the VFS drive, we can see that currently we are presented with files in their native format. So we have some ARRI RAW clips that are presented as ARI files, we have some Action Cam clips as CDX, and some VRAW clips as VRAW files. If we want to customize the VFS, then we can create a new configuration. So if we start by full screening and clicking Add and entering a configuration name, the parent directory and global filter can be left at their presets. We can select one or more deliverables that we want to add into the VFS. So if we start by adding a single deliverable, I'll add the ProRes 444 deliverable, and we need to specify the path that will be used to build files in the VFS. There are some tokens that we can use to build a path. For example, the lowercase r is a token for role metadata, so we can create a role folder at the top. Lowercase s is the shot name, and lowercase e is the file type extension. So if we enter a simple path like this and click Save, we can select this custom VFS preset. Now when we look in the VFS drive, we have our role folders and QuickTimes contained inside. We can switch between different presets in the VFS. For example, if I switch back to the camera negative preset, we can see that the VFS gets rebuilt, and now we're back to files in their native file format. Files in the VFS can be dragged and dropped using Finder or copied with any other copying tool. If we want to add more than one type of file to our custom VFS, we can do so. So if we select our custom VFS again and edit it, this time we're going to add in ProRes 422 LT files as well, and I'll specify a path again. Now we've added two different types of files to the VFS, and so now we actually get two MOV files in the same folder. This may be confusing, so what we can do is configure the VFS to put different file types in different folders for us. So if we edit, we can actually hard code a directory name at the top level for each file type. For example, we can add 444 at the top of this type and 422 LT at the top of this type, and click Save. And now we can see the VFS gets reconfigured, and we have a 422 LT folder which has files of that type and 444 files in this folder. The files can be played directly from the VFS depending on the performance of your machine, and as you're playing, the files are actually getting transcoded on the fly. The same thing happens when we drag and drop the files to a different location. We can also add other metadata into the path. For example, we might want to use the production name as part of our file structure. So any metadata that's stored with the clips can be given its full name in the curly braces, and this becomes part of the path as well. So for our 444 files, we now have some files from the first test project and some files from a second test project. And this corresponds to the production name metadata that we can see if we look in the side panel for metadata here.